Thank you, Alice. And we need to send Alice Forgy-Kerr back to the state Senate. Well, the pundits have spoken, and this is a toss-up race in the 6th Congressional District. You have worked hard for this campaign, and we thank each and every one of you to bringing us to this point. We have an opportunity here in Central Kentucky to send a statement across this country that it's time to make Washington more accountable to the American people. As I said in our one and only debate, I am running. We wanted more. As I said in our debate, I am running for a cause, not a career. And that cause is to save America from bankruptcy. We face a national emergency, a $14 trillion national debt, 10% unemployment, over 9.5% unemployment for 14 consecutive months, the longest prolonged period of that level of unemployment since the Great Depression. Congress has an approval rating of only 11%. And most sad of all, for the first time in American history, a majority of Americans believe that the next generation will have fewer opportunities than the current generation. Well, if we elect people like Rand Paul to the United States Senate, and people all across this country who they call the young guns, we can retire Harry Reid in the Senate and Nancy Pelosi in the House. So my challenge to you is this. You have worked hard for us, for Dr. Paul and for myself, and for all of these wonderful conservative candidates all down the ballot. My challenge to you over the next 72 hours is work hard. Continue to work hard. Your country is counting on you. And in this race, in our race in the 6th Congressional District, if we turn out our voters, we will win. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker. You know, some on the far left in this country have called Senator Mitch McConnell the leader of the party of no. But when Mitch McConnell stood up in the United States Senate and said no to the $1 trillion stimulus bill, he said yes to fiscal responsibility. And when Senator McConnell stood on the Senate floor and said no to a government takeover of our healthcare system, he said yes to the greatest healthcare system in the world and the sanctity of the doctor-patient relationship. And when Mitch McConnell said no to more government and financial reform, he said yes to the American free enterprise system. And when Mitch McConnell said no to job-killing cap and trade, he said yes to Kentucky's signature industry, our coal industry, and low-cost electricity. And most importantly, when Senator Mitch McConnell said no to the Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi, Obama, big government, big spending agenda, he said yes to our Kentucky values. The next leader of the majority party in the United States Senate, Mitch McConnell.